Welcome back to Politics Tonight, and tonight we're discussing Plateau politics and insecurity with a member of House of Representatives representing just South and just East Federal Constituency of Plateau State, Dachung Musa Bagos. Honorable Dachung, let's now get to politics in your state. Many say the PDP, despite being the party in power in the state, is losing grip. What's your view on this?
You said it's losing what?
Is losing grip.
I don't. You know, it's with 4 months, with 4 months in office. I don't understand what parameters such a person will use to say that the PDP is using grip. They have gone to court to challenge issues of the structure that PDP doesn't have structure on this in the state. And you can clearly see that the election tribunal upheld the victory of the governor, and at the same time announcing to Plateau people and to the world that PDP has structure in the state. But one thing I want you to do your independent survey and research that when the victory of the governor, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, was announced after the first election in March. You could see the celebration on the Plateau. 4 months down the line, when his victory again at the tribunal was announced, you still see the same, if not more, jubilation on the streets of Plateau. So I wonder where someone will say where and how PDP is losing grip on the Plateau. It now shows that some individuals are so partisan to a fault that they are blind to seeing the development and the vision the governor has for the state. Blind to see the level at which the governor has achieved this sense of addressing insecurity in the state when it happened in his own local government. He has remained so resolute. He has remained strong. It's the governor that's even encouraging us to be strong, that days will be over. And we are seeing his testimonies. From what the governor is doing, I can tell you the governor doesn't even stand or speak as a PDP member, but he speaks as a Plateau person. And that's why his popular song that he doesn't care what tribe or religion you belong to, as long as you are in Plateau, you are his brother, you are his sister. Let's join hands to ensure that we give dividends of democracy to the people. That's the vision, that's the mission of His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mutfwang. So, but one thing I know that distractors will surely fail. Distractors that don't want to see that that Plateau people get dividends of democracy through the PDP, surely they will not serve, because Plateau people have embraced the leadership of His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mutfwang. And it will interest you to know that him coming into power wasn't about him being a PDP member. It was about his personality as an individual. And that was why he got his votes across party lines. He's got his votes across religious lines. That is because of his personality as a person. And any of us that will try to identify that to a party, to any party, then it will be unfortunate.
All right, but is there a likelihood that Governor Mutfwang may be overwhelmed?
Likelihood that will be what?
That Governor Mutfwang may be overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed or overworked? I didn't hear that last.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Absolutely.
No. Overwhelmed in terms of, when you say overwhelmed, I can be so overwhelmed with the sense of achievement that one has put in place. So if we are talking of that, he's overwhelmed with excitement that, look, Plateau people today are peaceful. Plateau people today are enjoying the dividends of democracy. Plateau people today can go to their farms. Plateau people can access good education, health care. Plateau people can drive on good roads. Plateau people can sleep with their two eyes closed. If we are talking of that's how the governor will be overwhelmed, so everybody will be overwhelmed. But if you are talking of overwhelmed with challenges that will stop him from delivering the dividends of democracy, not at all. As a leader, one thing I can tell you, that he's not standing alone. It's just like the biblical prophet and an apostle that, look, he has many people holding his hands up high, ensuring that he doesn't get tired, ensuring that he succeeds, ensuring that he is victorious after his tenure, ensuring that all of us, we are united. Many of Plateau people that are holding his hands up, you will not know whether he's tired or not. With his smile, all of us will have the Plateau of our dream.
All right. So recently, the tribunal sacked 4 PDP National Assembly members from the state, including you, over invalid nomination. What impact is this having on the party and the government?
Nothing, because no any impact. We are all doing our duties because we know what happened in the tribunal was academic exercise, that the law students will be able to read about it tomorrow, that the law students will be able to interpret. So every judge has his own reasons of interpreting the law the way he has interpreted the law. But we all know that even a layperson knows that the 2022 Electoral Act and even the Constitution have already addressed the issue of nomination, have addressed the issue of qualification by a party, by address a lot of issues that the appeal and appellate court will address such. So that has not overwhelmed any of us or has not weighed any of us. We're doing our work as it is because we know that if this has happened in this way, definitely there will be an angle to make it right. So what has happened to me is an academic exercise for studies for law students. But the law is the law. Interpreting the law the way anybody wants to interpret the law, there is a way, there is a straight jacket road that at the end of the day, the law will be strengthened according to the way it is. So we still have faith in the judiciary, which is the hope of the common man. So at the end of the day, the judiciary, to the appeal for the National Assembly and States House of Assembly, and to the Supreme Court for governors, in any way that any judge has interpreted the law according to the way he understood it, there are avenues that will be strengthened. So these are areas that we are so confident that the right thing will be done at the right time. Because, like I said,
so Honorable Dacheng, I want you to react
has already
to
been handled by the Electoral Act.
Right, so I wanted to react to this. I know the party, that's the PDP, has expressed dissatisfaction with that verdict and has vowed to appeal the judgment. But some analysts have said it will amount to chasing shadows.
Well, I don't know. How can you chase a shadow when there is no shadow? The judgment absolutely did not give any shadow behind for you to chase. Rather, the judgment has given you that this is the door for you to be able to address it. So if the judgment came through whatsoever avenue, it will say, but definitely there is no any shadow to chase because the right thing would be done. The PDP and even whosoever has gotten judgment against or the right thing definitely will be able to seek for redress, not chasing shadow, because I can tell you there is no shadow, and I can assure Plateau people that they should be confident that any of those positions that the tribunal interpreted it in the way he understood the judgment, it will be corrected at the end of the day, because precedents have already been set, and once precedents have already been set, anything that is done out of those laws, it's a mere academic exercise.
So the State House of Assembly has also been hit with the invalidation of the election of the Speaker. How is the party reacting to this, and how is this affecting governance in Plateau State?
Before being a Speaker, he's a member that is being elected by his people. So it's not, in as much as he is the leader of the legislators in the state, I can tell you that has not affected him in particular. Neither has it affected any of the PDP members in the state. Neither has it affected the state governor or any, because like I said, if judgment were given according to someone's understanding, doesn't mean that that is what will stand. And you know that the judgment in different panels, having 3 panels, 2 panels, all the members for the national and state assemblies were in different panels. So you on with the same ground. Okay, I'm sure you are conversant with what has happened in the time past, because I don't want to discuss more of that, because we're already in appeal court. So that will that's just like a form of prejudice. So already, if the same PDP member in panel A and another panel, the judges have interpreted that there is structure, and 1 against 2, you say no structure, you should know that more interpretation will be done at the appellant court at the end of the day. The Speaker is still the Speaker. All the members of the State House of Assembly that their elections were tampered with, they are still members. All National Assembly and the senators that their elections were tampered with are still in office, until as it is being addressed and redressed by the Court of Appeal. And that is the confidence that we all have, that the judiciary is the hope of the common man.
All right, so let's move away from that while we wait for the outcome of the appeal court. So Plateau State used to be a tourist haven before insecurity. This is a state we call the home of peace and tourism. What's the governor doing to revive the sector?
If you had read the governor's press text on the World Tourism Day, he has opened his doors to people that are willing to invest in tourism on the Plateau, to public-private partnership. He is willing to go into partnership with people that will either build monuments, people that will want to develop all the waterfalls we have, the springs we have, people that want to have resorts, people that want to have a lot of tourist sites on the Plateau. He has opened his door that he's willing to partner with people. And it will interest you that on daily basis, the Ministry of Tourism and through the Plateau State Tourism Corporation, they have visitors on daily and weekly basis, people that are interested to go around Plateau State to see some of these tourist sites, people that still want to know more about the tourist sites we have on the Plateau. And I'm very much aware that a website will soon be launched for people around the world that want to come on to tour the state of Plateau to see most of these tourist sites. The state government is arranging how to even transport people from the US, Australia, Germany, UK on tour to the Plateau State and for a week program. All this the governor has put in as his own plan in trying to open Plateau State to the world in terms of tourism. and a lot of tourist sites on the plateau. The weather is something that, look, you cannot get any around within the country in terms of the hills. So a lot of places the governor has already put in place through the agencies responsible for tourism on the plateau. And I can tell you that you will see a lot of foreigners in the next few months and years going round the city of Plateau, going round most of these tourist sites on the plateau, enjoying the wonderful atmosphere, enjoying the sites and enjoying the people, and especially our local cuisines.
All right, Honorable Dachung, quickly in 30 seconds. As a lawmaker, how is the National Assembly collaborating with the President to deliver on his renewed hope agenda?
We have given, one thing with the National Assembly is that, once we are there as members, 360, and with the senators, we keep party aside to ensure the dividends of democracy. Unless and until we don't agree on some certain policies that will not be intelligent to our own people, then we speak against it. But if the president will succeed through the laws we are making, it means that Just South, Just East will succeed. It's not about being partisan. I'll be so much happy that if through my legislation, through lobbying, that the road network between Akwanga to Jos, the dualization down to into the northeast is being achieved through the presidency of Senator Bola Tinubu, I will be so happy and I will praise him for that. In as much as we're in different parties, about giving dividends of democracy. Unless the policies and vision is not in line in giving dividends of democracy that way. So we are willing and ready to see that most of these issues are in line with giving dividends of democracy, which I can tell you that we are not rubber stamp and we will not be rubber stamp, but we ensure that policies that will give dividends of democracy to our people.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Dachung, member representing Just South, Just East Federal Constituency of Plateau State. Thank you so much for always finding time to join us on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Juma.